This time on Irate Garage, I'm putting a power steering pump in my 1976 Cadillac Eldorado. All right, done. Unfortunately, I think it's going to be a little more difficult than that. This should be relatively straightforward. However, I also have to replace the return lines on this. They look pretty brittle. I also have to remove the reservoir from the old pump and put the new pump in the reservoir. Because this has hydro boost, it has 2 returns instead of just 1. It's a lot cheaper if you just buy the pump without the reservoir on it. Because this has hydro boost, I was concerned I wouldn't be able to find one with the lines coming off of it in the same spot. Let me get some stuff out of the way here and we'll get to it. Oh, but that's just good. Okay, I think first I'm going to remove some of these return lines. Let me grab a pan. Yeah, I'd say those hoses are pretty done. I'm just cutting the hose with the pick. It's so rotted up. Up, out, there you go. Yeah, those hoses are junk. I hope I have the right size hose. If not, I might have to spread this video out over a few days. Yeah, that's lovely. Yeah, that looks pretty good. That. Oh, these hoses have expanded so much. You'd think you could just pull that off. These hoses are so, the rag's junk. These hoses are so dry now. It's like they're expanded with oil and dry and all sorts of crap all at the same time. These are really bad. There we go. Got it. Not much left of that hose. Get that off of there. I want to clean these up, make sure they're still good. I know one of them's bad. All right. There we go. And one of the tricky things I'm going to have to deal with is bleeding the system again. So I've done it before. I had to replace the I had to replace the hydro boost system for the brakes. I had to bleed the system then, and it was kind of a pain in the butt. So I'm not too worried about it, but I'm also not looking forward to it, if that makes any sense. Boops and turds, boops and turds, boops and turds. So this whole pump sits in a bracket. So I think I gotta take this whole bracket off in order to change the pump. Yeah, okay. It would appear I need to clean up my tool situation because shit is everywhere, except for where it belongs. Huh, imagine that. The one that's hard to get to because something isn't tight. I don't remember if I put these belts on. Well, that one looks older than me, so I don't think I did put these bolts on. Or these belts on, I should say. There's a bolt under here. Cadillac things. There we go. That's better. Alrighty. And I'm not feeling this today, but I want to get this done. There we go. Let's get that belt out of the way. Thank God for power tools. Don't despair. Power through. Good, I dropped the bolt. Excellent. Where the hell did it go? It almost sounded like it hit the pan. But it did not. It must be sitting on the cross member. I'll find it in a minute. Let's get this pump out of here so I can get it draining. There we go. All right. You'll have to forgive the state of things here. Not very clean or organized, so. First, oops, classic, opened it the wrong way because they put the label on the wrong side. So you look at the label and think, yeah, okay, cool, that's the way it needs to be. And then you open it. And then you realize, no, you're wrong. They lied to you. All right. I have never used one of these, so that's what happens when you venture into doing things the right way. Somewhere between futzy and genius. I like it. Oh, yeah, and then that comes up on that. Center screw must be this guy. Oh, yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, okay. Oh, did I fuck up? All right, I got this puller. I think I got this puller figured out now. It's got this little button chap to have on there. I say as I start to confuse myself. Yeah. Yeah, well, that's got to be the way it goes because it's not very big. The other way. And that kind of holds it all together. Oh, get that up so it keeps that from popping off in my face. No idea if this is working or not. Something about safety glasses feels like a good idea. Here we go. Yeah, that's fun. It's getting easier, so either it's coming off or it's completely coming genius, or it's completely stripping out. My glasses are fogging up. Can't see a fucking thing. Fun. There. Got it. Easy as that. Ugh. You wouldn't be nice and just come off, would you? Oh, why would you do that? Oh, actually it will. Hot damn. Carefully set that on the floor. Okay. So that was that guy. I'm just going to put that back in. Make it easier for me to remember where it goes. Side. Oh, that. Okay. Let's go the other way real quick. Just flip it. sometimes that works to go the opposite way real quick. What we got going on here? Oh, that is all chewed up. That is unfortunate. Oh, that's not good. What the hell happened there? I wonder. If I... Okay, well, it wasn't too tight. I'll look for another bolt or try to clean that up. All right, well, there's the bracket. Appears to be aluminum. I'll clean that up in a minute. I will actually set that on the floor. And now for this, removal of the pump from the housing. Is there anything left in this? I don't think so. Find out pretty quick. Dump it. I think I gotta take this big nut off here. And that's all part of, and that's what actually holds the pump itself in. I believe it's these two bolts here and then this nut. So, well, it's a hydraulic fitting, but you know what I mean. This should not be too tight. All right. Yeah, see, there's an O-ring in there. Okay. You know, the new pump did not come with that O-ring. Maybe it did. I'll have to look and see. Looks like there's a plunger type of deal there. Does that come out? Yes, it does. With the spring and everything. So, can you even see that? Yes. Okay, so plunger, spring. I don't know if there's a right way or a wrong way. It came out that way, though. All right. Is that it? That's it. Now the question. How do you get that out of there? Like I said, I've never actually done this. I gotta figure it out real quick. Pretty sure it just sits in there. Can I just tap it out? I could theoretically put those bolts back in and do it that way. Let's move a couple things before I make a huge ass fucking mess. Yes. Yes, comes right out. How about we run these bolts in? Because those go right into the pump itself. Yes, that appears to be the solution. Move those before they fall. Yeah, it's coming out now. More out the top than it is the bottom, though. So let me hit this bottom one a little more. Make sure those are still screwed in, they're not backing out. It's coming out at the top, but not down here. She's coming. Oh, there's the O-ring. We're almost there. Through the magic of editing, I will make this only take a moment for you. There it goes. Just like that. Awesome. Okay, let's get these out of there. I bet that's why those bolts are all gacked up. Is somebody swapped the pump before and wasn't too kind about it. Yeah, looks good. For all I know, that's completely the wrong way to do it. I'm not overly concerned. Yeah, that looks... Ooh. Okay, well that's interesting. I'll have to straighten that out. Oh yeah, all those O-rings are rock hard. Not looking very good. Oh, there's the magnet. Cool. Let me clean up, and we'll look at this. Look at reassembly here. There we go. I did bend a little bit around those holes, so just using a punch and a brass hammer to straighten those out. Looks pretty good to me. This is just a stamped steel housing. So, all right, I'm gonna clean up. There's a lot of gunk in here, old nasty shit. I'm gonna clean all that up, and we'll work on getting everything put back together. Plastic razor blades. Probably getting close to time for me to clean my shop. This tripod has seen some nasty shit, and it's seeing some more. All right, I think we're gonna call that good. Definitely want to clean up that mating surface for the O-ring. Ew, there's like hair on this. What the hell? Maybe I need to buy a parts washer. Or I can just keep doing it the hard way. I think we'll go with B. If you like riveting things like watching somebody clean parts poorly, please like and subscribe. The sooner we monetize this channel, the sooner I can get things like parts washers. That sounded sad. So now I'm just going to compare these two pumps. Listen to the crows. And make sure that these look the same. I got a couple plugs I got to pull. That O-ring is completely wasted. It's probably leaking from that too, judging by everything. So, okay. All looks the same. Make sure the crows. Make sure that is the same pulley. It is. It's like a crow fight outside. Yeah, it's crazy there. It's like a crow fight. Bonkers. Huh. Well, everything looks the same. So I think I'm going to work on putting this all together. Did that have to come out? Where's the housing? Looks like this guy has its own deal here. That does not come off by hand. Sure, you're not supposed to use this for this. That's okay. So I tap it nice and easy. Feels like that spring is actually putting pressure on it. That's because that spring's actually putting pressure on it. Okay, is that going to come out too? Lube up the O-ring with some ATF here. A little bit of ATF on everything back here as well. All right, so looks like it goes in like so. There we go. This is a Chinesium pump, so no saying how easy or hard it'll be to get in the reservoir here. Now, part of me wants to be naughty and put the bolts in and just run them home. And that would be wrong. Oh, but I gotta put the bracket on too. Let's all do this the wrong way and see if it works. I shit you not, I saw a video of a guy doing this and it just bloop, plopped right together. Think for a minute. I don't want to put undue strain on anything here. It's nice and easy. It. I should make sure. Oh, yep, just like that. It just goes boop, right on in there. Well, let's leave that one there. Actually, let's see. It went crooked on me. It doesn't care. Boop, right on in there. That was far easier than I anticipated. Hopefully the bolts are lined up. They are, mostly. All right. All right. I'm digging what I'm seeing. Maybe just give this a little squeezy squeeze here and get it to sit in there better. There we go. All right. Make sure those go in their holes. Not too much fuss. Yeah. Of course, I got to put the bracket on it. That hasn't changed. Yeah, that all feels good. I'll put that back in there, like so. That O-ring looks like it has some form of lubrication on it. So we'll just screw that back in there, nice and easy. There we go. Maybe one click. There we go. When I get it all together, I'll come back and actually tighten that by hand to get a feel for it. Oh, that went a little crooked. I'll just take and make sure we're not putting any undue pressure on anything. That looks good. Looks seated in there pretty decent. I think once you put the bolts and once you put the bracket and the bolts on, that should all just plop together. I just found a random O-ring. Let's put this bracket back on here. I don't know, camera died, ran out of battery. I got the bracket back on the pump. That is pretty much ready to go. all these return hoses are just swollen and brittle and falling apart. So what I'm going to do, I'm not going to make you watch this, but this is basic simple stuff. Just cut the length that you need. That's all I'm going to do. Take these old hose clamps off and throw them on there, and I think I got one that's bad. I had to double it up because I couldn't get it to tighten before, so there's that. But I will work on that. And look how soft that hose was. That hose clamp like dug into it. That's craziness. All right, I'm gonna put all this back together. I have the hoses and the bracket back on the pump. So now, time to install this. Oops, if you go the right way. I've never done this before, so we are all learning together. And I'm learning, I'm a dumbass. There we go. So that. Typically the new one goes on easier than, I have discovered that typically the, for fuck's sakes! I've discovered that over the years that the new stuff oftentimes goes together easier than the old stuff came off. So. Oops, quite the sound. Now eventually this will just bottom out like that. That should mean we are in all the way. Cool. Nice and flush. I think we are ready to go throw this back on the car. It's exciting stuff. So I got all the new return lines installed. Just got to fish this bad boy in here. Hang it on that one. Hang it on the stud on the front of the cylinder head here. And my glasses are fogging up. Sakes. Things got ugly for a second there. All right. Of course. Right in the transmission fluid. Oh, yeah. Perfect. Awesome. Swell. Great. Grand. Wonderful. Don't do it that way unless you're a professional YouTuber. One nice thing is there isn't actual like pressure in these hoses, right? There we go. Cool beans. Keep that belt on there. So I have the pry bar in between the bolt and the shaft. You do not want to put pressure on that housing if you can help it. There is a spec for how much deflection under how much weight or something like that. Yeah, it's just one of those things you get the hang of after a while. Oh, I gotta put the... Silly me, I forgot. I gotta put the pressure hose back on. Alright, now I almost have the line hooked back up. The main pressure line, that would have been a disaster had I completely forgotten. Good thing I don't work on aeroplanes. All right, so I got that. All the lines are in, all the lines are tight and right. Feeling pretty confident here. I'm going to start adding fluid. Then we have to bleed the system, which hopefully won't be too bad, but we'll find out pretty quick that it is indeed terrible. Only the best tractor store automatic transmission fluid. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to toss the cap on real quick. And I'm just going to start it, let it run for a second, shut it off, and then check and make sure that's all good. Get the shit out of the way. Oh yeah, sucked it right there. So I don't know if I'm right or wrong, but I'm not touching the brakes or the steering just yet, because I'm hoping there isn't that much air in those systems, if that makes any sense. All right, level looks good. So now I'm actually going to start the process of bleeding the system, which is just turning the wheel back and forth from left to right. Sounded good. Did not sound bad at all. And it's aerated. So what happens is if there's air in the system, it looks like there's just bubbles in the fluid. So, but so far, so good. Nothing looks to be leaking. Safety squints engaged. One thing I like to do, and I kind of learned this with the Super Duties, is the Hydro Boost. If you can feel the wheel jerk when you hit the brakes, that usually means there's a problem, low fluid, air in the system, whatnot. I don't have that feeling with this car right now, so I'm going to check the fluid again, and it's just the dance you got to do. I might actually pull it outside, because I'm tired of. Oh, it's getting a little thick in here, to be honest. I'm gonna let this sit and cool off for a little bit, and then probably wait for my family to get home so they can come and rescue me when this thing explodes. Yeah, catch you guys on the flippity flip. Well, we're out on the test drive here. I have a Leatherman, some tools, and 1 quart of automatic transmission fluid, and that should be enough to test things out. I'll stop at a certain point and check things over, but the better the car runs and drives and sounds, the more bold, I guess I'll say, I will be in my adventure here. It's not an Irate Garage video unless the camera falls over at least once. I just stopped and checked the fluid. The level looks fine. I can hear the pump. It's whining ever so slightly. Not sure. I'm just not sure. I think it's okay. Yeah, pump just kind of whines a little bit. It's not very Cadillac. I just stopped and checked again. Fluid level seems fine. It doesn't seem to be getting too aerated, like it's sucking air in or has air in the system. It is a little noisy. Then again, so is the old pump. So I don't know how much I need to be concerned. Spilled my coffee. So I don't know how much I really need to be concerned. Remember, I changed the pump not because it was noisy, but because it was leaking. So, but the steering feels good, and the brakes feel good too. So, I think I'm gonna keep on driving. Keep driving until it gives me cause not to. It's actually been a few weeks since I shot the last of this video. When I sat down to edit, I discovered I didn't have an outro. Car's doing pretty good. I had a loose line on the back of the pump, and it was allowing air to get sucked in, and that was making it whine. I tightened that up, and the whine pretty much went away. And the pump has been getting progressively quieter since. I've probably put 200 miles on this since, which is a lot for this car, for me, and it seems like it's doing good. If you guys enjoyed this video or found it helpful, please like and subscribe. The dog's here. Till next time, guys, be safe. I'll see you later.